Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just feed, I'm going to start calling this the network card, because I think that's what it is. I'm just going to feed the network card's cable thing here through this. Alright, just like so. And then I'm going to put this right there. Then I'm going to feed it through this channel here. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. We can move a little bit of this out of the way. I'm not going to set the camera right here. Alright, so I'm threading all the wire here through this channel. These little things here, I guess, hold it in place. And then I'm just going to plug it right down into here, which is actually the network plug, which is why I am led to think that this is actually something for the internet and not sound. I don't know why I thought it was a sound card, actually. I guess I just assumed it. Maybe one of the components on it made me think it was a sound thing. Maybe it is. It might be, I don't know, I was going to say it might be half sound card, half network card. I'm not sure. Duct tape! Okay. So, if you just need something to stay in but you can't figure out where it's supposed to go, that tape is perfect. Oh jeez, got a little bit of freezing rain storm here, which is why I'm actually not at school, because it canceled. So, the interesting thing, it has to be out by June 10th, or else we're just gonna have to call school off, which is actually awesome. I'm not sure if actually that's true, but it's in our contract, because our school's actually moving to a new building, and we have to be out by June 10th, and the graduation has to happen by June 12th. I'm only freshman, I'm not graduating, guys, I'm just stating that that's the case for the graduation. So that's just what I've heard. I'm not so sure, but if we have to go in past that, we're just going to have to call school off, is what I heard. Now, granted, I heard this from other students, so I'm not sure how reliable that is. Okay, so,
Yes, finally, we can put the keyboard in. Hallelujah, I think.
Okay, the keyboard. Okay. Pretty freaking out, because I don't want that thing to close. I'm going to have to get all back in there again just to open it up. I guess it's in. So I'm going to close it. Oh, wasn't in. Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'm going to have to take this all out again, but this time I'm going to put the keyboard in, lock it shut, then I'm going to put all the stuff in, and then I'm going to set the keyboard in place. I'm not going to record this process because it's going to take a while, so let's see how this works out. That's right, I finally got the keyboard in. Whew. And I'm sure it's in there. Hallelujah. Okay. And I've even locked it and everything, so it's not going to come out on its, well, it shouldn't come out. So, now just to put everything back in, and we can finally get the keyboard in the casing. Whew, so happy now that I got the keyboard back in. So, I'll be back when the keyboard is completely in. The keyboard is in. Yes. Now it's all easy stuff. Everything from this point on is incredibly easy. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to maneuver this screen to here. Alright, turn it over. This is where it all gets easy. This is where you can finally just feel like, yes, it's almost done. Okay, so what we're going to do now is install the hard drive. By the way, let me just show you how much stuff was still left over. Yeah, but, okay, this should still work. Even, because this is all just, structure stuff. This isn't any like hardware or something that it needs. None of this stuff has electronics or anything on it that it needs to function. So yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in the graphics card. So what I'm gonna do first is let me see. I think what I want to do first is put some silver screws in here. Actually, guys, I figure Why put the silver screws in? Because, again, this isn't really going to go places with me. It isn't going to be moved around much. I mean, guys, you can see, I didn't even put the screen back on properly. The screen is just merely connected to the motherboard by a little ribbon cable. That's pretty much all I need for what I'm going to do. It should work if I'm careful, so. I'm just going to go ahead and install this thing. Hopefully it still works, because apparently I hear it's sensitive to static electricity and stuff like that. So, what I need to do is just make sure it gets lined up and apply a little bit of downward pressure. And it should go into these things. Although I'm having a hard time telling if it's lined up or not. I will be securing this thing in though with screws. I will be doing that. Let me actually check something with my Dremel box here. Alright, I finally found the screw that fits it, so now we're going to install its cover nicely like so. Okay, now for the RAM. This is going to be easy. If I can only remember which spot each one goes in. I have a feeling that the one that says Dell on it probably went right here. Or no, I think it actually went over here. I don't think you could actually see the Dell logo anywhere. There I am. I'm going to be actually amazed if this even turns on and if the operating system actually loads. I will be so amazed if it still works. I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't work, the first thing I'm going to do is swap the two RAM sticks, although I think this is actually the way they go in. Alright, the RAM is in. That was pretty quick and easy. The hard drive, and then I'm going to, just for good measure, put in the media bay and the battery. We're almost done. Okay, so the hard drive is right here. But I need to figure out where its little this thing. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this back together because it actually broke on me once. The little holder broke, so let's see. There we are. Okay. Goes in this way. No, actually it goes in the other way. What the? This is why I wish I were a Mac, because the parts are so much more durable than these. Okay. Ready, set, in the hard drive goes. The computer is practically built now. But it's not yet finished. I'm assuming this is what the hard drive screw is, because there's only one screw in this little section here, so let me go ahead and get it in. And then I'm going to the best of my ability, get the casing all nice and secured. with these screws, and if I can figure out where they go at least, and then we'll try and turn it on. Hopefully it'll work.